Hi and welcome to the answers of the Q&A I started like 3 weeks ago for the 500 subscriber milestones. I am now at 580 something. But anyway, I've been super busy. I haven't done much videos lately, to be completely honest with you. I've been rereading my Lone Wolf game books. This is what I've been doing. So anyway, I've not played that many games. So I only got... It's so funny because this post got 5 likes and 3 answers, 3 comments. So anyway, I'll answer what I got here. It should be somewhat quick. So Kitsy is asking, how did you become a YouTuber? This is the easiest answer, the easiest question I can answer, because I'm not a YouTuber. That's kind of it. I am a librarian, and I enjoy video games, and I'm doing videos sometimes. But let's say that I removed the YouTuber type of thing. The reason I started uploading videos on YouTube was because I was playing Villagers and Heroes, a cross-platform indie MMORPG. And I was always asking to people on the Discord, why won't somebody make some YouTube video, make the game known, try to, talk about the game and stuff. And nobody ever did. And I was pretty poor with speaking English back in the days. We're going back like 5 years ago. I am still not good, but it's getting better. But anyway, I wanted a native English speaker to do those videos, and nobody did, and I really tried. I was super annoying with that. And at some point I said, alright, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna record a video. And I recorded, I was hosting some player events, and I recorded like a fashion contest that I did, and talked about it on the video and uploaded that. It was pretty bad, let me tell you. Sounded bad, looked bad, it was all bad. But it got a bit more traction than I thought it would. And the reason for it is because there was nothing on YouTube about Villagers and Heroes. That's how I do things. And city. It often is in Summers Hollow because it's a low-level area and the stage is great. That's how I do things. I'm trying to find a niche game I really enjoy, and then I'm making a video about it. It's... If I was to make a Minecraft video, I would probably get very low views, or a lot of views but no engagement. People would click on it, see it kind of sucks, and closed it. And so I'm trying to find smaller titles. But anyway, all that to say that I got a bit more traction than I thought I would, and I made another one that was somewhat bad too. And then I made a pretty good one. It was called like 10 things you should know about Villagers and Heroes, and it was like basic tips about the game. And it got 18,000 views. So it was pretty good. And then I did a few other Villagers and Heroes videos, and then I did a bunch of Grim Valor videos, and then, from there I covered quite a bit of games. But anyway, this is how it all happened. We'll do Ishan at last because there's quite a few questions. Let's go do the Grubitons question. How many hats do you own? And do you have a favorite? So I'm gonna try to put up a picture here of my hats. It's gonna be pretty easy because I have 3. I have my regular like baseball, it's all baseball cap type of hats, but I have just a black one, very plain and boring, that I use all the time. And the one I was using all the time prior to this was my Beatles one, the band, the music group. the Beatles. I quote unquote discovered them like in 2012 because a co-worker lended me his remastered like box set of all the albums, and I started listening to that and really got quite fascinated with the Beatles. I mean, I knew they existed, I knew a few songs, but I was not too much aware of all the music they made, and I really got into it real bad. And I got a hat of the Beatles, and I really like it. I like how it just feels on my head. But then, at some point, it was black, and then it turned gray, and then every time I was seeing my mom, which is not that often, she would tell you, but every time I saw my mom, she was like, "God, put that hat in the garbage and buy a new one. It's all like not black anymore." And I did not want to, and then at some point she came to my house with the plain, boring black one, and I said, alright, she made the effort to go get me a hat, and so I switched it. The third one I have is my baseball hat, cap type of thing. It's like a wool cap, and you can cover your ears if you need to. And the reason I like to put those type of hats in the summer is because I have those big Sony headphones that are kind of doing the job of keeping my ears warm, and I don't want to put like a beanie hat because then it chops all the high frequencies of the music. And anyway, I like those types of hats, and those are my three. My favorite one is the Beatles one because of the theme, but I really like the wool hat. It was my wife's gift during our, I think it was 5 years of marriage. That is the wool themed one. But anyway, she gifted that to me. I thought it was a fantastic idea, and I'm using it during the winter, which is from September to May. But anyway, this is it. Now, Ishan. Alright, Ishan has a lot of questions. I'm gonna try to answer them, but I can already see here some that I can't really. Like the first one. What is the scariest mythical creature, monster, legendary creature according to you? Well, honestly, none, because they're mythical. I'm really not that much into like those types of things. I would say, let's say in a video game, I tend to be a bit more scared of by not like ghosts, but things you cannot touch, like creatures that are somewhat ethereal, like you cannot attack directly. Those are a bit more frightening to me. But I cannot answer this question to the extent I think you would like me to. And same for this other one. What mythical creature would you like as a friend, if humanoid or a pet? I don't know. I like genuinely mythical creature, like unicorns. I wouldn't want a unicorn all that much as a pet. A dragon takes way too much space. That would be annoying to try to park it somewhere. So yeah, I really don't know. I can't. Favorite type of poutine? What do you put in it? Alright, so my favorite type of poutine is really the most basic one. So you have fries, cheese curds, and gravy. And I don't do it all the time, and it's kind of a sin around here. And I'm living in the land of poutine, not poutine. All right, poutine. It's not the same thing. And sometimes I put ketchup on my poutine. But yeah, I really like the plain one, the most basic one. Oftentimes they will add a bunch of things, and at the end of the day, it can be good. But is it a poutine? Is it still a poutine anymore? if it's filled with like 50 ingredients, I'm not too sure. When are you coming to India? Well, my government doesn't want me to. So, I mean, uh, right now, like honestly, it would be somewhat difficult, I think. But I someday maybe. Don't hold your breath. Favorite moment in your YouTube career? I don't have a YouTube career, but in my time making videos on YouTube, my favorite moments are all the moments where I've met people, and I know it's super cheesy, but I've made some friends through YouTube, whether it's my channel or others people's channel, and recurring commenters on the channel is, I mean, like you, I mean, we've met through Villagers and Heroes Discord, but still, my favorite moments in doing those videos is when people are interacting and when they keep commenting, when they are coming back, when we can build some type of friendship over gaming. This is what I like the most. Best video on YouTube by views/likes. Well, there's no contest here. It's my Stellar Blade favorite finisher videos. It got close to 60k views. That was crazy. It was done in the span of like 2 weeks. I was getting a bunch of comments, a bunch of views. I was waking up in the morning and like during the night got like 15,000 views, and it was like, oh my god. I'm running right now, when I look at my analytics, a 48-hour period is roughly 1,000 views. This is pretty much what the channel is getting in terms of views. To give you an idea of that Stellar Blade videos where I was getting in the morning and got 15k, So there's no contest. This is my best performing video on my channel. My favorite video on my channel might actually be the game and tea pairing video. That was a suggestion from Mike, and I really enjoyed like thinking about what tea would work best with games. That was really, really fun to do. This is probably my favorite video. One I'm very proud of would be my how to get the no hit run in Air Twister. That was a lot of fun to map out and talk about. But yeah, my tea and game pairing I really like. My another one I quite enjoy is my 60-second afterplace review, because of how tight it is and how I think I've chosen great visual and sound to match with what I was saying. I think this is a pretty good one. Upcoming plans for the channel. Well, right now I'm a bit lost. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a bit lost. I've been reading quite a bit lately. I've been replaying Villagers and Heroes, spending quite a bit of time in it, and by playing it I somewhat remember why I was not playing it, because it takes quite a bit of time away from the day, and it takes quite a bit away of time making videos. So yeah, upcoming plans, like honestly I don't know. I wanted to try like reading those game books on on YouTube, and did a pilot episode just to see. It got like 25 views, which honestly is probably 24 more than I thought it would. But I don't know. I don't have any specific plans for the channel. Will you be willing to try new things on the channel? This is a very, very weird question coming from you, because I'm doing new things all the time on the channel. Lately I've been dabbling into more gaming discussion video. I've tried to do a few unboxing. I tried to do the game book. I did some live stream. I did some music videos, gaming music videos. I'm always I did the podcast. I'm always trying new stuff on the channel, and this is pretty. This might be why it's not getting more views and subs. Who knows? But that won't change. I will continue to do different types of videos. Why don't any of our interests align, like at all, in terms of games? Okay, so this is a pretty funny one because they actually align a lot more than you think. I think the problem here is our age gap. Because if I go back 10, 15 years, I was playing Pokemon on my Nintendo DS. I loved Pokemon. If you go back a few years, I was playing a bunch of live service games all the time. And now I'm in my arcade type of game phase, which probably is gonna happen to you in 10 years. So I think we like a lot of the same thing, just not at the same time. So I think that's the main problem here. If you could make non-gaming content, then what kind of content would it be? Well, I can make non-gaming content if I want to. I don't have a horse in the race. I don't have anything to lose. So I could tomorrow say, my channel is now about folding laundry. And, you know, I would probably lose a bunch of subscribers, but I could do it. And it wouldn't change anything in my day-to-day life. So, but yeah, if I could cover something else, if I like wanted to, I really don't know. I mean, I could talk about tea from some time, I suppose, but I would run out at some point. Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe I could try out some stuff, like, you know, buy a bunch of types of food and eat it on camera and tell you what I think about how it tastes. Maybe. Oh, maybe like a beer channel. I would drink some beer and tell you what's my favorite of the 10 beers I've drank, and it would always devolve into some weird talking points around the 5th or 6th beer on the degustation video. That would be great. Maybe I'll do that. What's your plan to the goal road to 1K subs? Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna get 1K subs. I feel I'm getting on a plateau right now, but I don't know if I make it to 1K. Let me know. Let me know if somebody is if anybody is listening to this, which I'm not too sure is gonna happen. Let me know what you would like for a 1K subs celebration. What it could be a stream, but what type of stream? You know, let me know. Most enjoyed game on Apple Arcade, Air Twister. I have no doubt about this. A close second would be TMNT Splintered Fate. But Air Twister, man, what a game. I went against my better judgment and pre-ordered a Super Deluxe edition for PS5 of Air Twister, because I'm pretty sure at some point it's not gonna be on Apple Arcade anymore, and I cannot wait to get it. I have no idea when it's gonna be printed. It's not even in print yet. Like, it's, you know, it's a promise, but yeah, Air Twister is really good. So this is definitely my favorite game on Apple Arcade. But yeah, TMNT Splintered Fate, close second. I really enjoyed South of the Circle. It's not on the service anymore. It was a very narrative-driven game. Um, with some, it was mostly talking with choosing some dialogues, but the story, music, visuals, it was very good. It left a good impression on me. Apart from that, I'm not too sure. Fantasian was pretty good. JRPG, kind of in the vein of Final Fantasy, but it's no Air Twister, man. Air Twister is really good. Most enjoyed game that you have been recommended so far? Probably River City Girls 2. It was recommended to me by Old Man Gaming, and I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. The soundtrack is so good. I remember when I was playing it, I was listening to the soundtrack on my bus rides. Listened to the soundtrack way after the time I stopped playing the game. And I mean, I still have the game. I will replay it certainly at some point. I think I did like 2 playthroughs. It's a pretty long game. But yeah, River City Girls 2, probably. Least enjoyed game that you have been recommended so far? Probably The Witcher 3. I've been recommended The Witcher 3 many times. Tried to play it, and it's really like the open world RPG game, and I understand why a bunch of people like it. Don't get me wrong, The Witcher 3 is very well made. It looks great, combat is fine, but there's something with me that didn't connect with the world at all, and I tried like 2-3 times to get into it, and I think one of the things that kind of threw me off is I feel everybody in this game is kind of an asshole at the end of the day, and I don't know, it didn't gel with me at all. Least enjoyed game you have been recommended so far that you have tried on your channel? I don't know. I'm gonna have to kind of pass because I have no idea. What's the best and worst game I have made you play? Well, the best game you've made me play is the Fluid Simulator game because of how whack it was, and it still pains me to this day that you didn't get my first impression because I was recording the video with the mic off, and then I redid it, but I mean, I think there was some good discussions in that video, but that was not my first impressions, and I still have some regrets to this day. But the game is so whack that was really out there. I think that's the best you've made me play. And the worst is probably the fucking Penguin game. To your defense, I think I didn't download the right Penguin game or something. I can't remember, but yeah, that was boring. Favorite kind of tea? For the longest time it was Japanese green, sencha tea. Now I'm drinking a lot of Earl Grey. So I would say between those two. Favorite ad sponsor? Oh no, wait. Favorite food? Anything with bread, I suppose. I love bread. But something I could eat every day for dinner is, the spaghetti meatball sauce type of spaghetti, like Italian. We call it Italian spaghetti here in my house. I love this. I love this. My wife is making like the sauce with meat and vegetables and tomato stuff, and God, it's good. With a bunch of grated cheese. I love this. This is probably my favorite food. Favorite ad sponsor you did? Stuff. Stuff is my favorite one. Close second is the internet. I still have some plans. I need to do one last sponsor, one fake sponsor, and then I'm gonna do a compilation of my 5 fake sponsor video. But yeah, stuff is really good. More VNH content coming because of the release of the Crocs. Yes, the Crocs brought me back to VNH. I did one VNH video and I do plan to make some more. I just don't know what to do. I'm not good with tutorial. I'm too lazy to go into lore stuff. So, you know, my problem is what type of VNH video. But yes, I want to do a VNH video. I want to do more VNH video in the future. Favorite movies: Lord of the Rings, any of the 3. But the second one probably is my favorite, but it's really close. In the late, in recent years, John Wick. John Wick is my jam. My wife likes it too, and we've been watching John Wick quite a bit. John Wick. If I go back a bit, Lord of the Rings, and if I go back like a bit more than that, it would probably be Terminator 2. Love that movie. But yeah. Least favorite movie. Okay, so I don't have one least favorite movie, but any fucking movie where adults sing. Oh my god. I think it's cringe. I'm feeling uncomfortable watching it. A good example of this is Mamma Mia, the movie Mamma Mia. Go watch just a bit of it, and it makes me I'm getting like some shyness watching it, but it's not me who's shy. I'm shy for the people singing. It makes me uncomfortable. I think it's the cringiest thing I can ever see. You will have those adults talking about their relationship while cooking food, and at some point they start to sing and dance, and there's that whole choreography, and then the kids come in the picture, and oh my god, no, I can't. Musical on stage is a thing though that I can respect. A movie? No. There. Oh my god, no. When am I taking over the channel? Anytime you want, man. It's a lot of time to upkeep a YouTube channel or a Discord channel or any social media. Anytime, man. It's all yours. Most important of all, how are you today? I'm gonna be real with you. In the last few weeks, I had a bunch of small issues that have been piling up. From things that I don't care really to talk about, to stuff like our dishwasher stopped working for some reason, and then we have to wait until the 22nd to get, somebody to come take a look at it, because I did what I could, and my guess is like the water pump is broken, and I mean it's still on warranty, so I'm not gonna open it up to void my warranty, so we're waiting for the dude to come get a look into this, and I've been having a lot of those types of issues, and I feel my brain is into some kind of clouds, or some kind of mist, you could say. I'm a bit I'm feeling a bit off, so today is as off as yesterday and the day before, but I mean, I'm doing fine. All right, it's fine. So there we go. I've answered the Q&A. I wanted, while I was replying, I wanted to heart those comments. There we go. I did the Q&A. We are done. By the way, I liked my own post here. I've won this you know, I just wanted to show it while I was here. I've been playing Diablo 3 with my son. We created each our little emblem thingy. I did the death one, he did the rooster one, and I fucking won the poll. 54-46. We were arguing like which one's the best, and this is mine. All right, enough of those ramblings. I'm gonna go back to I don't know. Going to go back do something else, and you should do the same. Do something else. Go play games. Bye bye.